likes.
Okay, maybe before even go to the policies, you talked about politics with the professor earlier.
Yes.
And I was here in December talking to people before they vote. Even today people are voting.
Yes.
The person you're voting can easily impact the environment you're having. Either is a weak leader and will not defend your environment. You saw us struggling with the wetland. We are like, that KCCA is intentionally dumping in the wetland. Mayanja, to be specific. This is not a small wetland. It goes up to Lake Victoria, up to Hoima, whatever. But so the leader you select can either stand with the environment or stand with against the environment, or with the spoiler. So the leader is very important as we go to vote. Even today, the councillor you're voting, what is he going to do for you? Today you might be praising yourself that I'm able to do fishing in this swamp and I can get free fish. I don't have to spend. As someone who stays there, you just have a canoe and you can do fishing. Tomorrow, that leader you vote can connive and say, investors, you come, we have free land here. Because there are people who have that perspective that a wetland is wasteland, not wetland. So to them, they see potential, they see an opportunity, and they see public land. By the time government gets to know, I will have gotten some money, okay? What does the law say? The law empowers all of us as citizens. The Constitution, we are all mandated to, we are all mandated to have a clean environment.
Yes.
And we all have a stake in making sure the environment is protected. Leave alone, NEMA is doing the oversight work. Does oversight to make sure everything is managed as it's supposed to be on our behalf, okay? Yes. But it's us who are staying there. Let me tell you, Kent, if Ulubiji, God forbid, they set a factory there. You saw how the road was demolished, Chengera. Last 2024, I think, 2024, section of the road, Masaka Road, was eaten up. And people were blaming Mandela, that Mandela put this factory there, and now water is fidgeting and ends up in the road. Who suffers more? Who gets inconvenienced more when this wetland gets destroyed? If we have people dumping soil there, I'm coming to the point of saying you who stays close by, you suffer the impact more, and you need to be the one to do the protective work. If they dump soil there, this water is going to come, it will not have where to go, it will end up in your sitting room, in your bedroom, and you will end up not having a house. I have a friend who bought land in Kasese. He bought land after buying a plot of land. Nyamwamba, you've heard about Nyamwamba.
I've actually crossed it.
Nyamwamba, a few months later, Nyamwamba came and washed away everything, and now it is passing there. So the guy has no land. And so he went back to the person who sold him the land and said, but me, I sold you the land. It was there.
It was there, you saw it.
Even the LOC stamped, the land was there. So who suffers more? The whole country will suffer in the long run, but you get the impact fast and harder. Because if I give an example of Banda, there was a wetland. People brought factories. Politicians said, it's okay, let's look at tax. And because environment does not have tangible value, so we benchmark on other services that we give services. And so a politician will say, but if we put here a factory, it will employ 100 people, these people will be earning this much, they'll be paying this pay to government. Absolutely. Then it says, okay, wetland, what does wetland give to us? Okay, they're just holding floods, and what else? The rest are far-fetched. Let's go with the figures.
Actually, wrongdoers hide into them after committing crime.
So now
It's given away.
So when you look at Banda, who suffers more? Most of the people will end up selling to people who have capacity to put a factory, because also governance, if a billionaire comes, somehow they have gotten off with piling soil in wetlands than a common my mother. Okay? So a local woman will say, let me just sell and go away. But this person is losing their homestead. They are losing their origin. This is where they were born. So locals, the Constitution empowers us to protect the wetland. Please, whenever there is a cause, I think, Tony, you saw us. We had to mobilize people when the KCCA came. You may call it a failure, but we did a step.
We did a good fight with Ambassador Milton Kambula.
Absolutely. We wrote memos to KCCA, to Prime Minister, to Office of the President. We did peaceful demonstration. We can do that in our small groups to show our dissatisfaction with what is happening, to protect our common good, because the wetland is a common good. Okay? What does the law say? The law says people who are setting up these factories should do environmental impact assessment. Yes. That requires, actually now it's no longer environmental impact assessment, it's now called ESIA, Environment, Social and Impact Assessment. So how socially will what you're going to do affect, how will it affect people socially, environmentally, okay, something like that. Yes. So they're called Asia now. You have to do this robust process with consultations from people surrounded by this wetland. Yeah. And then you take to NEMA, NEMA comes, does another meeting with the community. That's the whole law, the policy. But who does that? The supervision. You see the country we are in of recent. People do to whom it may concern, okay?
They perform haphazardly.
So there is an issue with the governance, but the laws are there that should be governing all these processes. People who are giving land titles, you know, what does the law say? Are we supposed to have land titles in the wetland? But you'll find a gentleman or a lady standing on two legs and say, this is my land, I bought this land. But we all know that wetland is a public good, belongs to government. Yes. When did someone like James Tembo have a title? From where? Okay? From where? So there is an issue with the governance, and we end up having these factories, these homesteads, legally, by the way, in those wetlands because of some individuals in these offices who have given these licenses.
Right. We end up having legal structures illegally where they